I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the yellow jacket. Here we go. Ah! 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 Today we are headed out into the suburban wilds of Westerville, Ohio, to search for any species of paper wasp, which can be carefully caught and ultimately used to give me a good series of stings. Welcome to another day in the office for Coyote Peterson.
Coyote, are we doing what I think we're doing today?
Oh yes, today is Yellow Jacket Day. Now you guys may remember a little episode called the Bullet Ant Challenge, where I was stung by a bullet ant, and then a subsequent video called Bullet Ant Kryptonite, where I used a product called Sting Kill to help alleviate the pain and the itching. Sting Kill absolutely loved that video, and then they came to us and said, we'd love to work with you guys and do a sponsor video, but let's get you stung by something a little more commonplace. You know, not many people are running into bullet ants. So they said, what if you get stung by yellow jackets? Now we all know that yellow jackets can be found at your local park, maybe you see them in your backyard, sometimes they even get into the house. We know they're angry, we know they're aggressive, and people are often stung every single summer. So what we're gonna do today is actually build a bug vacuum.
A bug what?
A bug vacuum. Bear with me here for a second. So you see this? I found this online, right?
Looks pretty cool.
Right, the Extreme Bug Vac. But unfortunately, I have one opened up here. This is supposed to have a lot of suction. Mark, put your hand out.
Yeah,
yep.
No.
Pretty sure that's not gonna catch us any hornets, but what I love about this is the plastic capsule. Check that out. It's got this little revolving door, and you are supposed to be able to suck a bug in there, close it up, look at it through the magnifying glass, and then of course it's got a little screen so that the insect can breathe. What I wanna do is actually take this capsule from the bug vacuum and MacGyver something with a real vacuum. Check out that suction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Suction power there.
Oh yeah. That's gonna catch a hornet. Now what I need to do is reconstruct this where I'm gonna actually cut the hose and duct tape the capsule in between. Then I'll be able to use this end with the nozzle, which has great suction power. And then I think we're gonna be ready to go out and start searching for some yellow jackets. Oh, I almost forgot. I am gonna mount the GoPro on it as well.
So where are we today? We're in Ohio, right?
We are in Ohio. We're actually right in my backyard here in Westerville, Ohio. And I actually put in a phone call and email to a number of my different friends in the area. And I said, go out this morning and look around near the eaves of your house, you know, like where the gutter attaches to the roof, and let me know if you see any wasp nests, hornet nests, yellow jacket nests, anything that looks like a stinging insect. Let me know and we may come and investigate it. So we're gonna kind of go on a little bit of a field trip today, guys, until we can find ourselves some good stinging bugs.
Are we testing it out?
Yep.
Yep, I think it's gonna work.
Last step. Now, it's like a proton pack. Oh yeah, this thing is awesome. All right, well, if you guys are ready, let's go try to catch some yellow jackets. Woo! All right, well, we might as well check the park that we started at. Great structures here for us to investigate. You see all these eaves and overhangs, perfect place for paper wasps.
Now, why do paper wasps like these underhangs here?
Well, because it's a great spot to build a nest that's out of the realm of predators and the rain. There are 8 known species of wasps that call Ohio home, and many of them can be encountered right in your own backyard. However, unless they are intentionally or accidentally provoked, your odds of being stung are actually very slim. Let's go this way.
Come on, Mario.
Well, it's a fun day at the park.
Yep, on the weekend. Should have brought a soccer ball.
Did you see something fly out? I did. I think it was a honeybee though. Now, honeybees you oftentimes see on clover. Let me see, there's one right there. Look, look. That's a honeybee.
European honeybee.
Yeah, now that is not what we're after. Honeybees actually have fur all over their bodies, whereas yellow jackets are completely bald. Bees also have barbs on their stingers, so when you get stung by a bee, its stinger gets removed. If you get stung by a yellow jacket, no barbs, so it can sting you over and over and over. Now, if I was looking for honeybees, we'd be in the right spot, but unfortunately, yellow jackets do not pollinate clover. All right, let's keep looking.
So why are we looking at the ground now? I thought we were looking up.
That's a good question, actually. Oh, that could be perfect. I see some ants in there. A lot of times yellow jackets will actually build their nests underground. So if you see something that looks like a mole hole, just respect it from a safe distance because it's possible that yellow jackets have built a nest in there. A cavity in a tree like this is also fair game, but there's nothing in this tree. Not sure we're gonna find anything at this park, guys. Might be time to take a road trip. See where else we can look for yellow jackets. You ready?
The bug suckers are hitting the road.
Oh yeah, woo-hoo! Well, it is 12:43, which means it's officially lunchtime, and we have a new plan. Now, searching for the yellow jackets ourselves is not exactly panning out very well. We found some nests that were vacant, we found some honeybees, and some bumblebees, but we haven't found the infamous yellow jacket. But what we're gonna do, bear with me here for a second, is actually have a picnic. Because oftentimes, if you think about it, yellow jackets show up when you're at a picnic. So I'm thinking if we get some soda pops and some ice cream, we hang out in the sun, maybe these stinging insects will come to us and we will then be able to use the Bug Sucker 5000 to just sit there and go and suck them up. Look at this. I'm gonna go look in the garbage can right now and see if there are any hornets. Guys, we are really looking hard for these hornets, but you know what? They empty their trash a lot. Check this out. It's like nothing in there. Can't exactly find hornets if there isn't a bunch of sticky stuff around. And what Mario did was he put, look at that, ice cream in the grass on top of a lid. Maybe that will bring in the hornets, and the yellow jackets, and the wasps. I don't know, guess we'll see what happens.
Pretty good, huh, Mario? I'm enjoying mine.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for a picnic. I'll see you in a bit. All right, bye.
No yellow jackets, though. What's up?
We might be in business. I just got off the phone with my friend Jasper. Now I know at the beginning of the video I kind of made a joke and said, hey, I sent an email and text to my friends that live in the area and I told them to go outside and check around their houses to see if any yellow jackets were hanging out. Sure enough, my friend Jasper went out and he said right on his back patio there's a little nest and there are 3 yellow jackets. And I said, you sure? He said, well, they're yellow and they're black and they look like they want to sting. So I think we may actually be able to put the Bug Sucker 5000 to the test. You guys ready?
Let's do it. And can we bring our treats with us?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Let's catch some yellow jackets. All right, guys. Well, we are at Jasper's house. Now, he is asked to not be on camera because he's not used to being on YouTube. So you won't get to meet him today, but he has given us permission to go out on his porch and scout for these yellow jackets. If they're there, we're going to use the Bug Sucker 5000 to catch them and then go to a controlled environment so that we can get me stung. You guys ready?
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
Gear up, you guys grab your other cameras and we'll be ready to go.
You look happy.
See that corner right there?
Uh-huh.
That is a small nest and there are 2 yellow jackets. Now Jasper has provided us with a step stool. He was thinking ahead. So I'm gonna use the step stool and get up close with the Bug Sucker 5000. You guys ready? We're gonna have to do this quick because I already see that they're on the alert with their wings kind of propped out, ready to swoop down and sting us. So we really just have one shot at this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I love my Ghostbuster pack, but to really make this work, I do have to take the Bug Sucker 5000 out.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
Let's put it this way, it's either gonna work or we're all gonna get stung.
Yes. Did it work?
Got one of them in there.
Oh, there's still one on the nest.
Get the net, get the net, get the net. Oh, it's flying. Hold on. Hold on, let's go back towards the nest. Wait, don't move.
Get it?
Yes, yes.
Shut the door, shut the door. It totally worked.
Look at that. Totally caught the yellow jackets. Both of them, just like that. Woo, the bug sucker 5,000 pays off. Can you guys believe that? Holy mackerel, we caught him. Wow. It was crazy. The one was actually climbed onto this thing and I was like, uh-oh, we're gonna get stuck. I was like, get the net, get the net. But then it went back up to the nest and sure enough, got it inside of the capsule.
So all right, Coyote, now we have to go to where we're gonna get you stung, not at Jasper's house.
Yeah, now we're gonna go to a controlled situation and we're gonna get these yellow jackets out of the little capsule and get me stung. But what I'm gonna do for transport is not take this hose apart now. I'm actually just gonna place it inside of the bug net just in case they get out. And just like that, we're ready to go.
Nice.
Awesome, high fives, guys. That's
totally
so cool
worked.
that worked.
That totally worked.
Boom. All right, guys, and we're back. Now, we do have the yellow jackets on hand, but first let's talk about the kit that I have here on the table. Now, as always, with these sting episodes, I have my trusty entomology forceps here. I'll be using this to actually hold one of the yellow jackets against my arm to induce a sting. And just in case something goes horribly wrong, as always, the epinephrine pen.
Now, do you think you're in the clear at this point? You've been stung a bunch.
I have, and you never know. Every single insect sting is unique and you never know how your body will react. Even a yellow jacket can force you into anaphylactic shock. So always have this just as a safety precaution. And of course, the star of today's episode, Sting Kill, who proudly is sponsoring this episode. And what we're gonna do after I'm stung is try out both of these products on the sting to make sure that it can relieve not only the pain, but also the itching that's gonna come after the fact. You guys ready to see the yellow jackets?
Bring him out.
All right, well, they did transport safely inside of the net and still inside of the little capsule.
Pretty happy they didn't escape in the car.
Yeah, that would have been a bad situation, wouldn't it? All of us in the car and then yellow jackets flying around. And sure enough, there they are inside of the capsule. Now what I need to do is actually remove the hose from the capsule so that we just have this individualized, and then I can carefully get one of those yellow jackets out of there. Now here's a really interesting little fact to remember. All hornets are technically wasps, but not all wasps are hornets. How about that? And anything that is black and yellow is technically considered a yellow jacket.
So what do we have? What do we find?
This, I believe, is what's called a European paper wasp, but because it's yellow and black, we're just generically calling it a yellow jacket.
And this what we find at picnics? Is this what's swarming us when we're trying to like eat our ice cream?
No, that is usually a hornet. Now, hornet has a much stockier looking body, a thicker abdomen, and a narrower thorax, but these ones look just like wasps. You see the very pointy wings. If you can kind of see there, you see where the thorax leads into the abdomen right there? It's very narrow and indicative of being an actual wasp. But I think at this juncture, what we're ready to do is bring the bug net back into this, place the capsule inside, and work on getting one of these yellow jackets out of the container. You ready for that?
So what's the process here? You're gonna let them go inside the net and then grab them with the forceps?
Yeah, here's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna place the capsule down inside of the net like this, keep it contained. I'm going to open the capsule, hopefully only let one of them out, close it back up, remove the capsule, and then go in there with the entomology forceps to pick it up, bring it out, and place it on my forearm. I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the yellow jacket. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ow!
Get you good there?
Got me there, yeah. Ow! Ah! Ah!
Get you good?
Yeah, got me twice. Ah. There we go. Ah! Ah!
That's the worst one?
Yeah, that was the worst one so far.
Are you good?
Ah! 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 I got the stinger like all the way inserted into my arm. Ooh, my arm's starting a little bit. Hold on, let's see this. Let me get back into the capsule.
Delayed effect.
Yeah, there you have it. You see all those welts? I took several stings all right in that area. And look at this. There's a lot of red coloration developing right near the veins. That is really interesting looking. And it burns, and it's really warm right now. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's hot to the touch, right?
Yeah, you can definitely feel the swelling.
Yeah. Now, it was not nearly as painful as any of the other stings I've gone through. I was actually able to keep the yellow jacket on my arm as it was inflicting stings. It did get me one time pretty good right at the end there, and I had to let it go. Of course, we got it safely back into the capsule. As you can see there they both are. They'll be released here shortly, but what we want to do now is actually use the Sting Kill products to see if it will alleviate some of the burning in my arm, and of course the itching that is almost certain to come if I don't use the Sting Kill ointment. You guys ready for that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, which one do we want? Do we want the capsules or do you want the... How about we take both? Let's
We're
talk about
going to give a shot at both. So this is the Sting Kill wipe, right? Oftentimes used for anything from a bee sting or a wasp sting, even a mosquito bite, even a jellyfish. If you guys are on the beach and you're swimming and you run into a jellyfish, this is perfect for that, right? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up. I'll tell you what, I keep myself pretty well composed in a lot of this, but now that the pain's actually starting to set in my arm, I get a little bit lightheaded. So the Sting Kill wipes have a maximum strength mix of benzocaine and menthol, and I actually really like these. They're neon green, looks like Ninja Turtle mutagen. Check that out. And woo, that is a strong smell right there. All right, I'm gonna put that on the sting. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, wow. It's cold. The menthol definitely cools it immediately. Yes. Wow, that really does have a pretty incredible cooling effect. Now, similar to the bullet ant, I mean, it was in a lot of pain after that, and it did help. But of course, the bullet ant pain eventually did come back and lasted for nearly 36 hours. I'm hoping that this relieves much quicker. Now, I do love the wipes, right? And I carry the wipes in my pack, but this right here, the Sting Kill capsules.
Those, I like those.
Yeah, these are my absolute favorite. It's like, okay, let me open one up here. Now, they are individually wrapped. See this? Very cool. And all you have to do is pop the back end out like that. And inside here is a little glass capsule within the plastic, right? So all you have to do, this is my favorite part, ready?
Oh.
Shatter the glass on the inside that has this little cotton swab.
It's strangely satisfying.
I know, and it's like, oh, here comes the ooze. Yes. Ah! Oh, that is my favorite. And that real thick serum right there is literally instantaneous relief. I personally love to just do this, dab it right on the sting zone. And as you can see, there's more liquid here than you get in the wipe. So if you have a really bad sting or you're stung multiple times, I definitely recommend going to the Sting Kill capsules. Because as you can see, look how much of the ointment is actually coming out there.
Okay, so once again, Sting Kill saves the day.
Yes, Sting Kill has saved the day. My arm feels a lot better. In fact, there's also a little bit of a numbing agent here, so I can't feel any of the pain at this point. Whew, arm is a little bit stiff, but hopefully this formula will also reduce any potential itching that's gonna come down the road here. Now I know you're thinking to yourselves, Coyote, those were simply yellow jackets, and you've been stung by tarantula hawks and bullet ants, and hopefully soon the warrior wasp. But keep in mind, guys, that the yellow jacket is something that is right in your backyard. It's something you can easily come across, and something that you definitely have the potential of being stung by. Now, if you are unfortunately stung, remember, Sting Kill is definitely gonna help you out when it comes to alleviating that pain and any potential itching. All right, guys, well, I think it's time to release the yellow jackets back into the wild, but before we do, I just wanna give an extra special thanks to Sting Kill for supporting this episode, and of course for keeping us kitted up with sting ointment when we're out there in the field. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. It is not often that an animal like yellow jacket is safely relocated from an urban setting to a wild one, as most human encounters usually end with the insect being sprayed and killed. I know this sounds strange, but it truly made my heart happy to know that this beautiful pair of wasps will now have the chance to continue building their nest in the wild. No matter what, always admire these insects from a safe distance. However, if you are stung, all you need to do is visit your local pharmacist, where you are likely to find the Sting Kill products. And whether you use the Sting wipes or the capsules, both are armed with a maximum strength benzocaine and menthol formula that is certain to provide fast relief to the pain and itching. For more information, visit Sting Kill's website to connect with the brand for special offers. If you thought getting stung by a yellow jacket was intense, make sure to go back and watch the episode where I applied Sting Kill to help alleviate the searing pain of the bullet ant sting. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail. What I'm gonna do is open this up and let's see if the Sting wipe helps to cool off my arm. This is nice. These are perfect. This could fit right in any hiking backpack.